Beneath the glamorous streets of Paris lies a hidden world most tourists never see. Today, we're going deep below the City of Light. Let's venture into the Paris catacombs, a massive network of tunnels that holds the remains of over 6 million people. Back in the late 1700s, Paris had a serious problem. Its cemeteries were literally overflowing. The solution? Officials decided to move all these bones into old limestone quarries beneath the city. Workers spent 12 years carefully arranging skulls and bones into neat patterns along the tunnel walls, creating what we now call the catacombs. These dark passageways stretch for 170 miles, though only a small section is open to visitors today. The tunnels maintain a constant temperature of 57 degrees Celsius and have such perfect acoustics that they've even hosted secret concerts. While some parts are tourist-friendly, many unexplored sections remain off-limits, hiding who knows what other secrets beneath the streets of Paris. During World War II, these underground tunnels became vital to the French resistance. When Nazi forces took control of Paris in 1940, resistance fighters turned the dark passages into secret headquarters. They used the maze-like tunnels to move around the city undetected, store weapons, and plan operations against the occupying forces. The Germans never fully mapped these underground spaces, giving the resistance a huge advantage. Members would meet in hidden bunkers, some of which still had tables and chairs from their quarry days. They even set up underground printing presses to create resistance newspapers and leaflets. The tunnels also helped Jewish families and Allied pilots escape capture. Some of these wartime bunkers remain today, complete with old radio equipment and resistance messages scratched into the walls. Let's explore Paris's ghost stations, abandoned metro stops frozen in time since World War II. These empty platforms tell amazing stories of the city's past. Some, like Arsenal Station, closed when nearby stops made them unnecessary. Others, like Quarries, shut down during the war and never reopened. These stations aren't completely forgotten though. They've found new life in surprising ways. Champ de Mars has become a film set, appearing in countless French movies. Saint-Martin Station now houses a homeless shelter, while others store vintage metro cars. The most famous ghost station, Arsenal, still has its original 1930s advertising posters on the walls. If you're lucky, you might catch a glimpse of these hidden platforms through your metro window. Brief flashes of tiled walls and empty benches as your train passes through these forgotten pieces of Paris history. The Paris sewer system might sound like a strange tourist attraction, but it's actually an amazing piece of engineering history. Back in the 1850s, engineer Eugene Belgrand created a network that would change the city forever. Before this, Paris streets were pretty messy. Waste just flowed down open gutters. Belgrand designed wide tunnels that could handle both sewage and rainwater, plus carry fresh water and later gas lines and telegraph wires. These tunnels mirror the streets above. There's even street signs down there. By 1878, the sewers stretched for 600 kilometers under Paris. Today, they're twice as long and still working perfectly. Modern maintenance workers use small boats and specialized equipment to keep everything flowing smoothly. You can actually tour parts of this underground system and see how this brilliant design helped transform Paris into the clean, modern city we know today. The beautiful buildings of Paris wouldn't exist without the massive limestone quarries beneath the city. Back in Roman times, workers started digging these quarries, pulling out huge blocks of high-quality stone. This limestone built Notre Dame Cathedral, the Louvre, and hundreds of other famous buildings. The quarries grew into a huge underground network, with workers digging deeper and wider for centuries. By the 1700s, they'd carved out so much stone that parts of Paris started sinking. The government had to create maps and reinforce the tunnels to prevent buildings from collapsing. Some quarry workers even lived underground, creating small villages complete with chapels and wells. Today, engineers still check these old quarries regularly to keep Paris safe. While most quarries are closed off, you can still see tool marks and workers' signatures from hundreds of years ago on the tunnel walls. Let's discover one of Paris's best-kept secrets, the amazing wine cellars hidden beneath its restaurants and cafes. These old limestone quarries have become perfect wine storage spaces because they stay at exactly 55 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Many famous restaurants have turned these caves into stunning wine vaults, with some holding over 50,000 bottles. The oldest cellars date back to the 1700s, when restaurant owners realized these abandoned quarries could store their wine collections. Today, these underground spaces are like museums of wine history. Some still have original wine racks carved into the stone walls, while others feature modern glass cases showing off rare vintages. Restaurant owners often lead private tours through candlelit tunnels, sharing stories about their most precious bottles and the history of their unique underground spaces. While tourists line up for official catacombs tours, a secret community called cataphiles explores the forbidden tunnels after dark. These urban adventurers know the underground network like the back of their hands, using hidden entrances through manholes and secret passageways. They've created detailed maps, marked their favorite spots with art, and even built underground party spaces. Some areas have tables, chairs, and makeshift cinemas where they watch movies deep below the streets. The police try to catch these explorers with a special unit nicknamed cataflics patrolling the tunnels. Getting caught means a hefty fine, but that hasn't stopped the cataphiles. They see themselves as guardians of Paris's underground heritage, documenting hidden chambers and maintaining unofficial maps of the network. Most people walking through Paris don't realize they're crossing ancient rivers that still flow beneath their feet. In the 1800s, the city covered up several natural streams and rivers to make way for new buildings and roads. The Bièvre River, once a major waterway, now runs through underground tunnels beneath the 13th and 5th districts. These hidden rivers still shape the city. They feed into the Seine, help manage rainwater, and sometimes cause unexpected floods in basements. Old maps show where these waterways used to flow, and you can spot clues in street names like Rue du Ruisseau, Stream Street. Some buildings even have special foundations designed to let these underground rivers pass beneath them. Engineers regularly check these water channels to make sure they're flowing properly and not damaging the city's foundations. Deep beneath Paris's streets, there's a thriving underground art scene that most tourists never discover. Urban artists have turned abandoned tunnel sections into secret galleries, covering walls with stunning murals and installations. Some artists have even created unauthorized museums in forgotten chambers, displaying sculptures and paintings without official permission. These hidden art spaces change constantly. New works appear while others fade away. The most famous is La Mexicaine de Perforation, an illegal cinema and art space that once hosted secret film festivals. Artists use battery-powered lights and temporary installations that they can quickly remove if police show up. Despite being technically illegal, these underground galleries have become an important part of Paris's modern art scene, mixing street art with classical styles in unique underground spaces. The underground world of Paris keeps revealing new secrets. In 2004, workers found a fully equipped movie theater hidden in a cave near the Trocadero. Nobody claimed responsibility, but they left behind a note saying, "Do not try to find us." More recently, city workers discovered forgotten World War II bunkers filled with preserved food supplies and old weapons. In 2017, scientists using radar found a massive chamber beneath the Champs-Élysées that doesn't appear on any maps. Some tunnels have strange markings that experts still can't explain, while others produce unexplained sounds that echo through the darkness. Modern technology is helping us explore these spaces safely. Tiny robots with cameras crawl through narrow passages, revealing new chambers and raising fresh questions about what else lies beneath the city streets. Thanks for joining us on this underground journey through Paris's hidden world. Every tunnel and chamber tells a unique story of this amazing city. If you enjoyed exploring these secrets, hit like, subscribe, and share to help others discover Paris's underground mysteries.